Hi, how are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
Well, that's good news, isn't it? The engine upgrade that failed last weekend in Austria is now finally on the car. Thank you. What is up, guys, and welcome back to my Robert Kubica Career Mode on F1 2017. This weekend, we're at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. We're also going to take a new internal combustion engine component ahead of qualifying, which means a penalty, and which means essentially this race will be a bit of a last to first challenge, just like in Baku. Unless we can pull off something incredible in qualifying, we'll find out. We're at that midway point of the season, 10th race, going pretty well, but I won't talk about that for now. I have a sort of a midway of the season report coming out, video coming out on Wednesday, I think. So just giving you an idea of the standings, our results, and giving you just an overall report of how this season has gone so far. So look out for that. Right into qualifying then, Q1. We're going to do 2 runs here because that's all we can afford really, and with the penalty coming, there's no point going out for 3-4 times. On our banker lap here, flat out through turn 1. Stability was a big problem for me in qualifying. I tweaked the setup a bit, and stability in the fast corners is pretty crucial around Silverstone, because that's all it's about. Like Maggots and Beckett's here coming up now. You see how I'm not very confident here. The first phase was okay, but the downshifting again, stability was an issue, and not the best exit onto the hanger straight. Anyway, up to the line, we've done a 1 minute 31.9, which don't know where that puts us, but in the pecking order, but we'll find out. We're only going to do 2 runs, and we're sitting P11, and with 2 minutes of session remaining on our second lap here. You notice it's gotten significantly more overcast in 10 minutes, so that's interesting. Rain could be on its way pretty soon. Maggots and Beckett's done a bit better that time. He gained a lot of time, 3/10, gaining even more slightly, get the best possible exit, launch onto the line. We've done a 31.5, which is good enough to take us through to Q2 as we finish P11. Hulkenberg safely through as well. Rain is an issue for now in Q2, could be coming down pretty soon, and amazing. That is just our luck, isn't it? We're waiting for this to be fixed, and everyone is putting in a dry time. So as we come out, it's raining, so yeah, it's impossible for us to go any faster. Everyone's put in a dry time in dry conditions on the same set of tires, and there's just no point of me doing this, because how has that happened? Just exactly the time that I needed. There was what fault was it? Braking systems or some bullshit, and I just have to finish the lap anyway, just can't leave it without doing a lap. It was pretty horrible. Look at us sliding all over the place, and yep, that's gonna be meaningless. We're gonna start from the back, 10 seconds slower than the slowest car. That was Kevin Magnussen, so that's pretty annoying, but what can you do? Let's get into the race and show them what we can do. Right, on the grid here, P20 and dead last, just like in Baku. Weather looks like it's going to dry out mid-race, so we'll try and keep this stint to just 1. 5 red lights, and away we go for the British Grand Prix. It's a dreadful start, actually. Very late reaction to the lights. We'll see what we can do into turn 1. Massa ahead of us, starting back here with penalties as well. Bit of a traffic jam into turn 1, squeezed out a bit, so we'll back out of that to see what we can do into the next one. Go down the inside of 1, 2, 3 cars, side by side with Van Dorn as we swing through, and Verline has completely pushed me off track. What was that shove, bruh? Looks like we haven't really lost any positions there. Van Dorn was disturbed in that incident as well. So we're up to P17. Verline very aggressive, and now he looks like he's even past Alonso. So Pascal Verline on a mad one here, but before we get to the back of him, we need to dispatch off with one Mr. Fernando Alonso as we close up to him in the corners and launch it onto the straights, trying to mug him and his Honda engine off on the straights. We go off circuit a bit with that move. That's more to do with me just sliding off circuit than intentionally leaving the track. and gaining an advantage. So let me off with that, yeah. And now we're gonna swing through, chasing Wehrlein. We come to the end of this first lap here. We are slowly catching the back of Wehrlein. Yellow flags out. Don't know what that was for. Pascal still smashing into me again, like he's bloody Maldonado. What's going on here? My teammate is in the pits. Wait, what? Seems like he's the one who had the problem with which brought out the yellow flags, I guess, because why is he in the pits this early? So we'll go and see what's happened with him. This is him coming down the straight. Force India up ahead, gone off circuit and rejoining weirdly, and Ocon did the exact same thing last race in Austria to Ricardo. If you remember, into turn 1 he did that with Ricardo, and now he's done it to my teammate. Looks like he's coming for front wing change and a time penalty as well. So that's going to put him right at the back of the grid, and we'll be expecting Hulk in the pits. Yeah, there he is, and that is both of them pretty much out of this race. So meanwhile, we've been closing the gap on track to the next car up ahead, which is the Haas of Magnussen. And I shouldn't say this, but Hulk and Ocon crashing has been amazing for me. I mean, think about it. Hulk is my teammate, and I need to beat him to get first driver status, and I need to get first driver status off him, and Ocon is my in-game rival. So in a way, perfect. Also, as we see Daniel Kvyat go out the race, we're still chasing Magnussen here, coming side by side in the rain. It's going to be tight. He's going to defend to the inside, still hanging it in there. I'm going to take a bit of a wide line, swing back, and he's still there. Bit of tire banging, but that's fine. That's racing. He's going to slide back through. Is he going to get it? Nope. That's us up ahead of Kevin Magnussen. That was an incredible scrap in the rain, and look at Kevin Magnussen giving me space and shit. So that was amazing. And now we're going to look at the back of Lance Stroll in the lead Williams this race, because Massa is at the back. We're going to go down the hanger straight, chasing Lance. I love this camera shot. It just gives you such an immersive view, doesn't it? We have it's been 2 laps here. We've been catching up to the back of him. Lap 4, launch onto the straight, see if we can make something of this. We've got the traction and the speed, looks like, on the Mercedes engine. We're gonna go to the inside and see if we can make this move stick. Is he gonna hang it around us? It's not the best overtake. I mean, we are sliding all over track, but that looks like he's just given that to us, really. And that is up into the points now, is it? That is progress that we're making as we come up to the line to start lap 5. The car ahead is Carlos Sainz, who is 4 seconds ahead of us. So we'll have to mount a challenge here, and as we start mounting this challenge, Verstappen has mounted the curb there and is just chilling. He's out of the race. What is happening? They are dropping like flies. Another position gained. We are up into P9, still in pursuit of Carlos Sainz in the Toro Rosso. It's been about 3 laps, lap 8 now, and at the middle part of the lap 8, we have caught up to him finally, within a second of him. No DRS, of course, because it's raining like hell. It's Britain. It will always rain, doesn't it? Again, this camera shot just gives you such an immersive view. We're gonna go see if we can outbrake him, and brake check. What was that, Carlos? He's just completely brake checked me, and here we go. Down the hanger straight, down the inside, make that move, and he's locked up, fully locked up. He's gone on the grass, and that's just an easy move. That was. I looked back after I overtook him, and he was nowhere to be seen. I was like, what? Did I make contact? What's going on? Anyway, up ahead of our scrap, Bottas, defending from Ricardo, and he's come into the pits. What are you doing, my friend? He's going on to another set of intermediate tires. This is lap 9 coming up now, and if you remember, the rain's gonna end. The rain period is gonna end in about 2-3 laps, maybe like 4 laps. So there was no point in him going in for another set of inters, unless he had a puncture or something, we don't know. Looking at our tires, it is pretty worn, but as I said, 3 to 4 more laps, I'm telling you, is gonna come. The rain's gonna stop, and we have to hang this out on the inters. Meanwhile, up ahead, this is a scrap for the lead of the race. Lewis Hamilton on Sebastian Vettel into the final slow speed section. Sebastian locking up. That's just, he's bottled it. Double lock up, and that, wow. Lead of the race gifted to Lewis Hamilton, and that is Kimi Raikkonen in P3. Lap 11 now, and our engineer is asking for a change in strategy, which is usually a good indication that it is time for dry conditions. So we're going to come in and bolt on a set of medium tires, and we're going to go to the end of the race with this. Looks like yeah, that's going to be my strategy. Many people have followed us in here, and as we see Magnussen being held up a bit with the Haas doing the double stack, bit of a realization that everyone's doing the same strategy, and everyone is going to come out on medium. So we haven't really had an amazing idea here. Everyone's done it, and even though these cars ahead of us, even though they've come in essentially a lap late, they're still so far ahead that they're just going to come out ahead of us, even though we've done it a bit better. So that's us. Still gonna be in P6, and the top 5 pretty much uncatchable looks like this race, but we're gonna try. And Kimi Raikkonen, interestingly, comes in another lap late, so he's probably bottled it again. I don't know why he went on for another lap on inters when everyone was on slicks. So so now, after this chaotic rain period, the situation is this: Hamilton is leading, but Vettel isn't admitting defeat. He's all over the back of Hamilton, like Hamilton was before he surrendered the lead. And Kimi Raikkonen in the background has some incredible pace for someone who pitted onto slicks a lap late. And behind this battle, Perez is in P4, being chased down by Ricciardo. This is the battle ahead of us, and if we can get anything higher up in this race, I need these guys to battle and if possible crash. But anyway, a lovely little DRS move, overtake on by Danny Rick onto the hanger straight, and that is him up to P4, and that's our race done really, because this fight was like 20 seconds ahead of us, and with it ending so cleanly, there's just no chance for me to do anything about it. Meanwhile, this battle for the lead is still going. Vettel with DRS, and oh my god, no way, Lewis Hamilton's engine is blown. Would you believe it? An engine failure from the lead of his home race. Vettel retakes the lead. Lewis is trying to just keep going, but he has to park up. He's gonna park up, and that is him done. Wow, as we swing through, look, there he is, parked up. We are gifted another position, P5 now, but as I said, that's it. Up 20 seconds now, 20 seconds behind Perez, who is chilling in P4. These are the cars behind me. Lance Stroll, these guys not really having a battle, but the two McLarens, Alonso and Van Dorn, doing pretty damn well to be up here. If I can, yeah. The track has gotten faster and faster, we are going faster with it. Just the confidence into corners, taking Maggots and Beckett's so much better. It's been actually pretty fun to drive these past few laps. Tire wear could be an issue, but I don't think so. It's good that we didn't go too aggressive with super softs. We'd have to pit again then. And yeah, if you thought this race was over, think again, because the GOAT that is Kimi Raikkonen has been a beast all race. 15-20 seconds off the lead at the pit stop phases, and look at him now with a DRS move, incredible pace, and he's overtaken his teammate for the lead of the British Grand Prix. Kimi, I love you. And wow, that's it really. That's all I have for you. Look, one lap left to go. I left Stroll behind by like 9 seconds, and yeah, it's been lonely the second stint, but I'm not complaining. Kimi Raikkonen is gonna come through and win the British Grand Prix. Sheer pace. It's been an unreal drive by the Iceman. He was nowhere in the picture mid-race, and now he's just gone on and won the race from his teammate Sebastian Vettel by an alarming 10 seconds. Would you believe it? He overtook him like 6 laps ago, and now he's 10 seconds ahead. Danny Rick is gonna come through to take the final spot on the podium. He's earned it today, stayed out of trouble, and that crucial pass on Perez has earned that for him. As for us, As I said, been lonely, but I do not care. Started P20, made overtakes in the rain, been hammering in the laps. And I'm gonna finish P5 at the British Grand Prix. Oi, 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 gee. Come on!
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
So there you have it. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming, but we've gotten another proper top result. Very happy with that. P5, starting P20. Of course, a lot of retirements helped us along the way, but I'll take it. On to Hungary then, next weekend. But before that, as I said, there will be a cheeky little mid-season repo video out. So look out for that during the week. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I will see you later. Jan Barpe.